need a belief structure. And I wasn't really quite sure what he meant by it, but it was much more than just your vision, mission, and values, or leadership structures, rituals, and an operating system. I wanted to share something with you guys. It's been on my mind the last few days. I know there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in this country. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, up and down, sideways, whatever. And a lot of people have been, probably feeling like you've been turned upside down. A lot of anger, just a lot of resentment, a lot of love too. There's a lot of that going on. I just want to share this story with you. So when I first started my company, when we were in the beginning stages, I hired a brand coach. His name's Edward Lehman. Great guy, wonderful guy, he's brilliant. His thing was, hey, if you're gonna build this brand, it's much more than just logos and slogans and whatnot. I'm like, okay, well, what do you mean? You need a belief structure. And I wasn't really quite sure what he meant by it, but it was much more than just your vision, mission, and values, or leadership structures, rituals, and an operating system. It was much more than that. It was deeper. It was levels deeper. So there's this surface, then it was like deep, and then belief structure is like way down here, man, like way down there. Okay, so we had multiple conversations. He asked lots of questions like, what's your idea of community? Why serve people? What's your idea of service? What do you like about opportunity? Why do you do what you do? And then he would ask that multiple times and just really dig deep. He not only interviewed me and asked those questions, but he also interviewed people that worked here, employees, because it's the belief structure of the organization. But essentially what that does is that digs deep into the people, into the souls of the people. And he put all this on paper for us. And I came up with this book, of, these beautiful beliefs of like intentionality, meaning, and opportunity, empathy, and love. Those are our core beliefs as an organization. But there's parallels. And the parallels are this, we fundamentally believe in love. Like that is a core belief. Me as a man, that is one of my core beliefs. I believe in it so much. And there was a point in time where I had no clue. I didn't really know what love was. I'm married, and you look at me and I'm like, well, you're married, you have 5 children, come from a family of 10 kids, you have a loving mother and father who are still together, and like everybody's together. I mean, what do you mean you don't know about love? Well, it seemed so complex, and that's the thing. Like it was so, love seemed so complex to me. And I remember I was training for an event. This is probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I was on this long run, and I'm just like, and when I go on these long runs, I think, that's my time to like think about life, think about, my business, my family, how am I doing as a man, stuff like that. So it's my time to process and think. So I'm asking God, I'm like, yo, God, tell me about love. It seems so complex. Tell me about it. And essentially it boiled down to loving your neighbor. That's like what hit me. And I just remember, I'm like, oh, that's so simple. Love. That's so simple. All right, so I'm gonna read this, and I want you to think about this in context to what's going on today. Not necessarily like from a business standpoint, but think about it like human to human, person to person. So I'll go ahead and read this. Love, it's the most powerful of life's energies, and yet it's hard. Much more than a false absolute or just a word. It requires effort, action, and stewardship on a daily basis. When we speak of love, we speak of standing in love every day with others and practice of it, making love real through work. What's interesting is how it talks about how love is hard and it's not easy and it requires work. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, what? So think about that in context to today. Everyday life is really extraordinary because every day we can make life better for someone else that we touch, which will cumulatively make each day better for us all. So ultimately, what's so cool about that is every day we have an opportunity to make life better for somebody else, which ultimately impacts everybody, the whole, the mass, the neighborhood, the community, the country, the world. Like, that's how it works. And it was like this light bulb went off. We cannot be assured of love, but we can commit to the belief that love is possible and that we deserve it. And then go to work to make love visible. So we take work, we take action towards love, and we make it visible so other people can see it. And then it inspires more love, it inspires hope that it's possible and that we deserve it. Like, that's for us. We know its impact is immeasurable, and that when we show up for it, there's every chance that it will be there because others will be there with it waiting for us. That's its mystery and its magic. That's its promise and its purpose. At our company, that is unconditional and unequivocal. So think about that. Pause right there. What if you switched out company with country? In our country, love is what is unconditional and unequivocal. Think about that. So I wanted to share that with you. It's a belief structure, it's a belief that I have, and it used to not be that way, you know. But at my core, love is what I believe in, and I believe, one, it's gonna take work. Two, it's possible for everybody. It's possible for everybody. And if you focus on the other people with empathy, putting yourself in other people's shoes, focus on what you can do for those other people, I promise you, it will just, it's like a domino effect. It is the most powerful energy on the planet. Love will not fail, but it takes work.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Ready to book your free inspection? Check the link in the description box for more information.